Jim was talking yesterday about the physicality of Utah. What kind of challenges does that present for you guys?
Well, I think it's a big challenge because of the way they want to run the football. They have a great offensive line. Troy Williams does an outstanding job. He throws for 220. He's averaging 5.4 a carry at quarterback. So it's another guy we have to worry about. Creates a lot of problems for us on our run game.
You guys have done a pretty good job across the board for like a month now. Does that give you, confidence going forward that you guys are a good defense and can carry that through the rest of the season?
I think that as long as we continue to take care of the little things, it'll carry through for the rest of the year. That's the one thing we got to worry about all the time. Once again, even on Saturday, missed a lot of tackles in the first half. That's something we can't do. If we're going to be a good defense, we have to be good tacklers.
Go Force been moving from spot to spot. How impressive has that been?
That's been really impressive to me. I think the thing you don't realize is 2 weeks ago when it happened, it was right before the game. So it's not even as if he gets a chance to practice it or even go over it. I mean, it's just like he's thrown in the fire. And to be able to handle some of the things he does, and then Saturday, because of some injuries and people moving around, he went to another position. And once again, he never practices it. He just has to kind of know the whole scheme. So he plays a lot of positions for us that he really doesn't play in practice. So he really does a great job, and it's a tough spot to put him in, but he handles it very well.
What about Randall gives you confidence that he can handle those position changes with pretty much no notice in advance?
I think Coach Martin always cross-trains him, so I don't know how he cross-trains him in every position, but Randall seems to know them all, and we're able to move him around. He has a real knack. I think it's a guy that really understands our scheme and what we're trying to get done. It's a real credit to him to be able to do that.
It's just a matter of he's been here for a long time. He's a fifth-year senior now.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think he understands what we're trying to get done. I think Coach Martin, keeps him up to date and makes sure that even in meetings he's constantly, questioning him with about what happens if this happens, what happens if that happens, and we talk about that all the time, having the versatility, but I think his versatility has gone a little bit, more with all the different things he does.
Are you expecting to get back Nate Metters this week?
Not sure exactly how that'll work out. I know Nate's running around a little bit. We're not, we won't get the okay until the docs tell us.
How key has it been against running quarterbacks with the designated spy that you've had at linebacker? It's been Jayon or Kenny, it seems like, and what kind of job have they done doing that?
Well, that's one of the things we worry about is containing the quarterback. We make a big deal about our practice. It's an emphasis point for us, not only with those guys, but with the front four or for rushing three, whatever we're trying to get done. That's a big emphasis, is to be able to control the quarterback. That's one of the things we have to be able to do. Those are yards that we've got to stop. I mean, it's just one of those things, and Troy's very good at doing that.
What kind of, have you seen change in Jim this week, just as far as, you guys obviously are in a tough spot a little bit right now. Has he kind of changed out? He said he likes to bring like a renewed sense of urgency and enthusiasm in these tough situations. Have you seen him kind of bring anything like that or any difference this week?
Jim's pretty consistent how he coaches. I think today he was, going back and forth a lot, but he comes out and gets us going and understands what we're trying to get done and coaching them up and coaches all the positions and I think his interest in everybody getting better is the key right now.
How much is Jim involved in the offense versus the defense in terms of setting the game plan?
He goes from side to side. He's the head coach, so he sticks his head in both meetings and does not only that, special teams, offense, defense, he bounces around.
You would say he spends more of his time with one or the other?
No, I couldn't tell you that for sure. I mean, there's a lot of things he does that, we're meeting, he's meeting. Doing through his own things, he gets his own way of getting ready for a game with the offense and defense and the special teams.
I think at the beginning of the season you talked a lot about wanting to find players who could just take on kind of an accountability, a leadership role on themselves. Have you seen guys kind of emerge in that role now?
Yeah, I think that Eddie Vanderdoes has stepped up, and been a guy that, not a vocal guy, but I think behind the scenes, sitting down, talking to people one-on-one, trying to make sure everything's right there. Fabian's always kind of been that way, great locker room presence, in there. There's a lot of things with leadership that you don't necessarily see on the field that we don't even know about sometimes. I think if you're going to be a great leader, a lot of times you do go unnoticed, and you don't even know exactly what's going on because he's able to handle some things and it never even gets to you.
So, Coach, during the game, were you on the field or in the booth?
I'm up in the booth.
And was that a change a couple of weeks ago?
No, we did that right before the BYU game. I had mentioned to Jim going into the season I wanted to go up there. I think it was a better environment the way we have people down on the field. It's a better communication for all of us.
Do you feel better up there? Do you think you can
I've
see
been
the
there
field
before.
better?
It doesn't matter to me. It's just, different. When I was at Penn State, I was always on the field because Coach Joe wanted me there. But other play, it doesn't matter. I've been both.
Do you think there's been a change in the defensive level with you up there? Has it had an impact?
Oh no, but like I said, if it does help, I'll go up higher. If it doesn't, I'll go up wherever. I mean, I just want to get us playing as well as we can play.